Welcome back to the show. Now, Chef Pizzo, you already tried one dessert. I think you did relatively well. Are you ready for this next one?
I'm not ready, but I will do it.
Well, we're making something that, trust me, I'm pretty sure you're gonna love.
I think this one is easy because I'm only making the sauce.
Exactly. I mean, we're making an iconic South African dessert. Yep, you guessed it, Malva pudding. But we're going to add an extra little flavor with some scrumptious apricots. Now, this one is double delicious and will feed a crowd of 6 to 8 people. Now, we've got some big families, Dumi Mzansi, and we normally have our cousins, our nieces, and our nephews. So this dessert is good for everyone.
We're all about family. Whenever we eat together, whenever we eat, in fact, we eat together. We try to make sure that all our dishes, or most of our dishes, are sharing dishes.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing that I love, is dessert. So if I can make a dessert that is below 200 that I can share with my family, then you've definitely got me. I'm one over there. And to start it off, all I've got here is I'm creaming together my sugar and my eggs. All you need to do here, you want to get it a little bit light and fluffy, just like you do with normal baking. So I'm going to keep fluffing away while Chef does the sauce. Like he said, he's bringing the sauce today.
Yeah, and you know what I like about this is just there's no method of it, so you can just hoy anything you want, but you can start with the lukewarm water here,
Okay.
some milk, butter, and some brown sugar.
Perfect.
Yeah, but there's no method. You can put it anyhow.
Yeah, that is correct. When it comes to the sauce, it's just about adding it there. And I see you're also about to add some flavor.
Absolutely. What I love about Malva pudding is just how versatile it is. You're able to enjoy it with a little bit of everything. A lot of South Africans love to have it with custard, but today we're enjoying it with Clover Classic Dairy Snack. I mean, it's deliciously smooth and creamy dairy snack made according to Clover's unique recipe. It's essentially a source of 10 vitamins, and today we've got the big baby. We've got the 1 kg, but I mean, you can go with the 100 grams, the 6-pack, the 175 grams, or the 500 grams if you like.
While Pali takes a nice big scoop, I'm not adding the
I think
dry.
you need to.
What do you say?
No, I think, I mean, like, she must bring 2 spoons, man, next time.
Oh, sharing is caring. You are right. You are very right, Pizzo. Now, into the rest of this, I've added some flour, I've added some baking powder and a bit of salt. And then I'm going to be adding some other ingredients, which include our vinegar and our bicarb. And to show you the reason why we use bicarb, it's an agent, and it does this. It's supposed to bubble away. If it does this, then you know that your bicarb is definitely fresh, because we need that for it to work together with the vinegar, for it to give you that rising agent in our Malva that we're supposed to make. So in there, I go in with my vinegar, I go in with my bicarb, and then my apricot jam, because we're making an apricot Malva pudding with some pieces of apricot in there, and then a little bit of milk, and then we're going to whisk these babies together and make our batter. And then that sauce that you've made over there, sir, is going to go. In fact, let me give you the honors while I make the rest of this.
Now, essentially, Dumi has given us the classic recipe, something simple that everyone can come up with to create this delicious sponge of the Malva pudding. Now, Malva pudding is not a Malva pudding, honey, without that iconic sauce. Now, I can see that Chef has already put a fork on top of it.
Yeah.
And do you mind if I steal the...
You can.
I'm going to steal the responsibility here of making sure that the sauce goes all the way through that sponge.
I'm not trusting my sauce. That's the thing.
And by doing so, I just need to fork. I mean, I'm using a fork today, but you can use, even if it's a toothpick, you can use a skewer, anything that can poke holes into the bottom of that sponge, because essentially, as soon as Chef's sauce is all the way cooked out and the flavors have come together, he's going to be able to pour over the sauce to truly go into each and every groove, each and every hole that we've created within that Malva sponge. And that's how we're able to make it as soft, decadent, and moist. I mean, I love a good moist Malva pudding, and this is what it's all about. We have elevated it and made it more creamy by adding the Clover dairy snack, but I mean, you're able to do it as you like. Yeah. And what I like about what you're doing, Dumi, is that you're actually physically adding apricots. I mean, whether they're in season, you can add fresh apricots, but today you've got tinned ones.
Yeah, we're using the tinned ones today, and the lovely thing is we keep talking about it being an apricot flavor. We've got the apricot in our sponge, and we've also got the apricot Clover Classic dairy snack that you've added on top of it. So it's all about those flavors. The combos are communicating. While you're doing that, heads up to the viewers, this bakes in the oven at 180 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes, and you've got yourself Malva pudding.
And just before we move on, Dumi, how long before we cut into it after the sauce has gone in? Do we
Until
leave it to rest?
As long as you no longer see the sauce on top, then you know it's time. Because as long as there's still some sauce on the day, it's not time to cut in yet.
Alrighty, well, if you want to get your hands on this incredible recipe, thank you so much to Abo Chef. Please do head over to afternoonexpress.co.za.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic!
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.